Hello, my name is Aaron Anderberg. I was a Marine officer for 20 years. I've served as a program manager for 5 years. I'm posting a series of videos. This first video shares my experience coming to understand how important it is for leaders to adapt in a competitive environment. In spring 2003, I went to Iraq with light-skinned Humvees. They could be defeated by digging a hole in the road, putting in one artillery round, and detonating the ordnance when the vehicle rolled over it. The number one casualty producer in Iraq and Afghanistan was an IED, an improvised explosive device like a landmine. In summer 2004, I returned to Iraq for a second deployment, and we had up-armored Humvees. These vehicles were enough armor to survive hitting a small mine, but they could be defeated by digging a bigger hole and detonating 3 artillery rounds. In spring 2005, I returned to Iraq for a third deployment. Mine-resistant armored personnel vehicles were introduced. Victim-activated IEDs became popular. An MRAP tire would complete a circuit and the ordnance would detonate on the vehicle. In summer 2008, I returned to Iraq for a fourth deployment, and we used MRAPs with mine rollers, so the ordnance would detonate on the mine roller instead of on the crew. But the enemy would offset the pressure plate from the ordnance by the same distance that was between the mine rollers and the vehicle. So what trends do you see by the picture of vehicles on the left and the enemy tactics, techniques, and procedures on the right? The vehicles became bigger and heavier. That made us limited to the roads, and our movements became even more predictable. Our adaptations took a long time to develop and were very expensive. The enemy made cheap adaptations very quickly. Here's the point. I wanted to increase the probability of my Marines returning home whole, physically and mentally. To do that, I would have to adapt better than the enemy in a competitive environment. In the following videos, I will cover improving our thinking, decision-making, and awareness. Thank you.